And this is what I mean by rain ping pong. You've got this, 5-minute chart trying to hold as support, and this one trying to hold as resistance. And so that's one of the reasons we like this as resistance today. But if you're looking at the daily chart, you're looking at that green line over here, saying potentially that's an interesting potential resistance. Looking at the 30-minute chart here, so we really all we've done is had a strong bounce off the floor. But in looking at this chart, you can say, okay, basis the last few days, we've made a lower low, and so far, a lower high. That's all we know. 84 magnet. So jury's still out, obviously. And we're not going to resolve this range in one day. It's going to take time. So in my opinion, way too soon to start talking crash day or anything like that. But you pay attention to formations and you pay attention to, okay, fine, new low. So theoretically you can, it's morning after trend day, you can hit the bounce, but already had made that new low early. And that's why more often than not, you'll do just as well to play range trading as if than trying to guess a crash day or, rabid dog day or whatever. This 83 zone that Zeke keeps talking about, this is an important idea today. We have to undo traders. Friday's support idea was this 82.50. We've got to come through and penetrate that again. We've said that. And that's why the hardest thing to do as a trader is to understand that the short side might be the right side, but you might have to be very patient and wait for the bounce and the retest. And that's what I call, you have to hit, and especially in a corrective market, be willing to accept your stop outs and then re-enter. So let's say, you wanted to short the 86, 87 zone and you don't want to give it too much room. Well, you've either got to let it breathe on you a little bit or be willing to miss the trade and come in a little bit higher. And I had said potentially this 87.5, 87.25 zone, likely to be an important area today. And I said after 11 o'clock, the odds will start to shift for the short side. Why? Because we're assuming we'll get a lunch contra, and that traders who have made a nice trade here are going to want to keep some of that. And as profits start to erode, then some of these later buyers start to worry because now they're starting to lose all of what they've made. So the only way that we make progress is to undo traders who have stops in place and saying, okay, I'm going to let it ride and see if I can't get that 89 to 91 before I'm done. Test back up in here and the rescue mission. So this is just an odds kind of area ahead of that zone. And if you want to use things like moving averages to help see those ideas, they will help you. Most important bar this morning for, say, the long side traders said was this bar right here. So this bar was the Trapham bar. And then we've made very little progress ever since. We've done a whole lot of chopping up here, theta burn style. So this support that Zeke keeps talking about is he's specifically identifying this low right here as a key idea. Because these traders were happily getting fat. And now they're in the position to say, well, I did have something going, but now what? And it's important because to understand and identify those seemingly insignificant ideas, because that's what keeps the squeeze going. Or once it comes undone, test the 82.5 from Friday again, it starts to put pressure on these traders. And 81.75, 82 is today's middle, symmetry middle. So way too soon to say anything other than we know we've had a sharp bounce, but it's still a lower low and a lower high. And it's lunchtime. So scalping type trading.